left, and I thought we would make a summer wreath for the door. I've always wanted one of these. I've seen them on Pinterest, just never got around to it, so I decided to make one for myself. And now that my 4th of July stuff is coming down, I just want something to carry me through the rest of the summer, and I thought, why not tape it and figure this out together. This is just the way I'm making this. Maybe right, maybe wrong, I don't know, but this is just the way I'm choosing to make mine. Feel free to go rogue and do something different if you want. So anyway, I got this metal wreath from Walmart, and this is, I think I can tell you the size. This is, I don't know what size this is. I'm guessing
it's like 18 inch.
18 inch, I think, about an 18-inch wire wreath, and I'm actually doing this upside down because it's raised here, and I want the flip-flops to sit flat, so I'm actually going to do this upside down, so there's 2 contact points here for me. So I got this from Walmart. I know sometimes they have them at the dollar store. I'm sure any craft store has them. Amazon, I'm sure, has them. I also bought a bunch of pairs of flip-flops in all different colors. They were 94 cents, guys, at Walmart, 94 cents. So, you know, you can do the short and just do like the word hello or summer or welcome or whatever. I decided to write the words hello summer. So I'm gonna do an all-around wreath. But I've seen these where they've, you know, the flip-flops have been staggered up, down, up, down, up, down. You can intermix the colors or do them in pairs. I know they sell them at the dollar store too, and I did look there, but I didn't want all the patterns on them. I just wanted the bright colors. So I found lime green, purple, pink, royal blue, which was in the boys section, and like a turquoise blue. And then I wanted orange or yellow, and I didn't find them, so I actually got 2 pair of green, and I spray painted one. So we have that, and then I got a couple bags of the little letters, cut out letters, so I could spell out the words. I got 2 bags because I wasn't sure what letters were all in there, what I would be able to spell out, and I had enough to spell out hello summer or welcome or summer fun or whatever. So as I was playing around with it, I was trying to decide, so that was more than enough. So we have those, and then I got this from the dollar store. This is actually a headband. It was kind of where their flip-flops and summer tropical stuff is. It's actually a headband. You can kind of see the band on it, but I'm just cutting the flowers off for my flip-flops, and it gave me a good assortment of flowers for 20 cents a piece, so I thought that was a good deal. And then I just have a bunch of assorted ribbons that I happen to have on hand. So let's get started. So, and of course I have my handy dandy glue gun because I can't do anything without my handy dandy glue gun. So, so this is my extra. I'm just gonna put it over there so I don't forget. So I already kind of have it spelled out to say hello summer. I kind of alternated the colors the way I wanted them already, just to save a little bit of time, and made sure I had the letters and everything. So I'm just gonna glue these on and make sure I kind of keep my color combinations the way I want them. So, so basically, and you're not going to get all your flip-flops right, left, right, left, right, left foot. It just doesn't work like that. So I'm just doing the best I can here. So some of them, like here's a pair, this is an oddball, this one's an oddball. And then I have these.
Check the blue and the green for the sizing label.
Up here?
Yep.
Yeah, I know those are kind of on there. The one thing you do want to be cautious of is get all the same size flip-flops. That was about my hardest challenge, was finding all. I think I did 11 12s because I wanted more flip-flops and more colors. If you were just doing like 5 letters and spelling out hello, you could definitely go with bigger ones if you wanted, but I wanted to make sure it fit on my door, first of all. And second of all, I wanted to get more colors in there, so I opted for smaller. At first I think I had size 1 and 2, and I couldn't find all the colors in those sizes. So And it's one of those things you probably want to do earlier in the year rather than later in the year before they're all gone. And I mean, it's July, it's the beginning of July, and they're already coming out with fall and Christmas everywhere. So I figured I better hurry up and do this before I can't even get this stuff anymore. It's a little crazy how far ahead we are with seasons. So anyway, so this is kind of how I laid them out. And I'm gonna kind of lay them out on my wreath first and see how they all fit before I start gluing. Because hot glue and rubber, you know how that goes. And if I have space in between, I'm okay with that because I'm gonna put some ribbons in here. So.
I'm just checking.
Oh, Lisa's standing over there over my shoulder. I wasn't sure if she was signaling me or if I was doing something wrong, or she's just checking out the camera situation, which is always a good thing. Okay, and I'm leaving a little space between them too. I'm just going to kneel up a little bit here so I can look straight down and see where I'm gluing. Now if you glue them, you know, farther in, they'll touch a little bit more. If you want it bigger and rounder, you can kind of go out. See, now it's a little bit more oval. And I want to keep it a little bit rounder. And even if I have a little more space in between, that's that much more room to put embellishments. So I'm okay with that. And I just want to make sure this is looking kind of roundish. Okay. I think that looks good. So now I think I have it the way I like it. So now we are going to get ready to glue. So I want to make sure I kind of keep it nice and round. And if I can't touch them there, that's probably a bonus. So this is going to be a little strategic in and that. I only have this little bit of wire contact points for these. So in other words, I'll be gluing it to my table for a few minutes. But luckily my table's tile. We've had this conversation and it does a good job with lifting things off of it. So, and then I am going to put a little bit here so they can touch each other. So I glued it here so they're touching, and then the flip-flops are also touching the wire. Just a little bit of an extra security feature. Almost forgot what I just said. There we go. And I'm trying to leave the same amount between the flip-flops if I can. I'm not sure, I may put some ribbon or something through there. So as this evolves, we'll kind of figure this out. Now this one is on one of these, I don't know what these are, the thing that holds it together. So it's a little bumpier than the other ones were. I'm actually gonna just put a scissors on it for a minute to serve as a weight. So it doesn't pop up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna do this pink one. I thought this would probably be a relatively quick and easy craft. This would probably be a great thing for kids to do, honestly. It might be a fun craft for kids to do. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a circle, it doesn't have to be a wreath, it can go straight across. You could stagger the flip-flops, you know, kind of like up, down, up, down. You can match your house colors or whatever. So this is just the way I chose to do this, but it is not a hard and fast rule. This would be great if you know anybody with a pool. I was thinking about that, if you had a pool, if I had a pool. I'm in Wisconsin, we only have like 3 months of summer, but for somebody with a pool and stuff, it would be really cute to do them like all the way across, and then maybe instead of letters, you could put hooks on it and they could hang beach towels or goggles or something on it. That would be really cute, I think. This one. Give this one another shot. This is the one that's on the little bumpy thing, so I know it's not sticking as well as the other ones. But so far so good, I think. Unless I lift it up and they all fall off, then we have a problem. In Houston, we have a problem. And I'm gonna attempt to flip this over when I'm done and glue it from the back side too. And you could even put a stronger glue than a hot glue gun. These all seem to be, knock on wood, holding pretty well. Okay, so I'm just kind of finding my center here. And then same thing for these, leaving a little bit of a space here. Okay, I'm gonna give that just a minute to kind of stick and dry a little bit. Make sure these are flat and attached. Worst case scenario, if they come off, hopefully they'll at least stay attached here. And like I said, I had to paint the orange one. I couldn't find orange or yellow. These were all, these and these were all in the same bin, and then next to that was a bin for boys, and I had like red, royal blue, gray, and black or something. So this was from the boys bin. I think the other ones were the girls bin, and then this one I spray painted because I had some orange in the ribbon. So, okay, so let's see here. So now, while that's drying, I think I'm going to put, let's see, Hello Summer. So goes like this. So it looks like it's staying pretty good, guys. I'm going to turn it over just for a second and reinforce the glue on the back side here. You could definitely go back in with like E6000 or something now. But for all intents and purposes, I'm just going to keep this fast, and I might go back and reinforce it later. But I just want to make sure there's enough glue on the wire and enough glue on the flip-flop. I'm just kind of going along the sides here, making sure it's glued on as good as possible. Okay, coming around this way, and don't burn yourself like I'm trying not to. And then same thing here, just a little bit on either or both sides of the wires. Like I said, I've seen pictures of things similar to this. I did not read the instructions or anything, so I don't even know if I'm doing this right way. I really debated if I should cut out a circle out of cardboard or just glue them to each other, or get like a round dish or pizza plate or something to glue them to. But then I decided this would be good because I can tie ribbons onto it. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and in the meantime I'm going to take apart my headband because I see this is what that is, which in itself is cute. It would be adorable as a headband, but that would be too easy. I have to cut everything apart. So basically I just went through and snipped between the layers of the flowers. Took them off that little band that they're glued on. There we go. Okay, now we have that. Hopefully the glue's dry enough that I can flip this over. Okay, so next we need our letters. It's gonna say hello summer. So I already made sure I had all the letters. I originally was gonna paint these white because my front door is white, but honestly there's such a light pale color of wood that I don't even think I need to bother. I'm just gonna go ahead without it. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm gonna glue this on the heel of the flip-flops because I'm gonna be putting flowers up here, and so I wanna make sure it's legible. So same thing, I'm kind of just putting it where the little dots are on here because I'm afraid if I go all the way down these skinny sections, it's just gonna ooze out. And I just don't want all that hot glue showing. I'm putting them on here carefully at first. I haven't pushed them all the way down because I don't want the glue to ooze off yet. So I'll go back and give them a push in a minute once it sets up a little bit. But I'm assuming it's kind of melting into the plastic of the flip-flop anyway, or the rubber, whatever these things are made out of. I guess it would be rubber. And a couple of these I had to play around with the letters. I didn't know, like this S I just did, I didn't know if it was right side up or upside down. And I didn't know if these were M's or W's. I had to play around with that. Once I spelled out welcome, then I could tell they were M's, but up until then I didn't know. Even like this crazy H, I'm not even sure which side that... There's all these little glue boogers here. My affectionate term. You seem to get in everything. If you're a crafter, you know these things to be true. And the O2, I didn't know if the little dot went at the top. Now this one doesn't have a lot of dots, so I'm kind of just making that up. So hopefully these are kind of even. Here we go. So far, we have a thing that says hello summer. So now we're gonna put some flowers on. So let's see how, I wanna mix up the colors a little bit here and get colorful. So I'm gonna kind of lay them on first how I think I want them. How does that look? What do you think? You see that? How's that look? Do I have the colors mixed up okay? I think so. These two are the same, but otherwise I think I have a pretty good mix-up of colors. So I am just going to take them and glue them right how they would be on a flip-flop, right between the toe piece. Good. This one's slipping. So far so good. It's getting there. It's looking cute. Looking cute. So I think we're close to being done now, the main thing is I want to get some ribbon on here. So I'm going to tie two kind of decent sized messy bows on the sides here where I have the most amount of space. And then I might go back and just kind of put some random ones in the middle there. So, like I said, I always kind of measure. And I'm going to do two of these at once, one for each side. Here we go, messy bow. Got one underneath and one of these. And some pink. Couple. And another blue. And let's see. Maybe one more of these. Get the raffia. It's summer, need a little bit of that. This stuff looks so cool when it's on. Oh my gosh, it's so messy to use. And a lot of times I kind of peel mine apart. Okay. There we go. Tie this with a piece of raffia. I think I'll get a tighter pull with that. There we go. It's coming together, guys. Woohoo! Okay, now I just have to kind of figure out where and how I want to tie this. I think I'm gonna do it on the outside here. Lisa's so quiet, she won't talk to me. She did making faces.
I feel chatty, but I don't think I want it on film. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, probably not. Okay. I'm gonna trim all this, not to worry. Not to worry. Don't worry. I was worried. You worried? Don't worry. Okay. Now y'all are running right out to Walmart and buying flip-flops, right? You could probably literally get all of these supplies there. Well, Lisa, could you let the dog out? She has to let my dog out. She's got a little body. Ay, ay. And you wonder why we don't do these live. Hopefully we'll get to that point, but we're still learning, we're still practicing. Any comments will be appreciated, but be gentle with us. We're learning as we go, guys. We're learning as we go. We'll take constructive criticism.
Sorry for the noisy door.
I know. My door needs oil, I guess. I never noticed that before until you're trying to be quiet and then it's like, sounds like a haunted house or something. Okay, I'm just gonna trim these quick like a bunny. Not sure yet if I have enough. Plus I'm trying not to hide, I don't want to hide my flip-flops, I just want to embellish them. Now this flower one is wired, so I can kind of bend this one a little bit. And you get a little fluff ball. Same thing over here. I hope you guys are liking it.
What? Come
We can. Lisa's saying cut the ribbons and come back, so we definitely can do that. We can take a break, come back. I'm probably going to add some ribbons between, and I will show you the finished product. So stay tuned. Okay, everybody, so basically I think we're just about done. While you were gone, besides getting ribbon lint all over me, I went back through and I just tied some ribbons between the various pairs of flip-flops to hide the wire and to fill in space, and just for another pop of color. I have the two big clusters right here, which was the split in the flip-flops, and basically that's it. Now if you wanted to, you could put a tie on it. Because it's wire and I have a nail on the door, I don't think I even need that for mine. But this is basically the finished product, as you can see. And it says, hello, summer. And I am gonna go put this on my front door right now. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you make one of your own. Be sure to show me what yours turned out like. And again, it doesn't have to be this many flip-flops, this many words. It could just say hello, it could just say fun, it could say welcome, whatever you want it to do. It could just say summer. Doesn't have to be in a circle. Just use your creative juices, use your imagination, and make it all your own. So in the meantime, be sure to like our page, share our page, make any comments or questions on there, and tune in next time to see which craft I make next. Thanks guys, bye-bye.